38 years we've been defending the Shield. Fight for the Shield.
Are we the meanest? Are we the baddest? The dirtiest, toughest players around?
Who is Fenwick High School?
I am Fenwick. Who? I am Fenwick.
1, 2, 3, right, right! Our Lady of Victory! Right, right! I'm strong relief!
Who's out? I said who's out? I said who's out? Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Thank you for joining us on the Nero Broadcast Network. If you want to stay updated with new content, please help us by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to enable notifications. This will ensure you're notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Welcome to the Pat and Rhino Show with your hosts, Pat Fagan and Ryan Nero, working together to bring a live baseball stream right to your mobile devices. Thank you for watching and enjoy the game. Let's go. All right, welcome to the Pat and Rhino Show. We're live here at the Friar Park in beautiful River Forest, Illinois. We're getting set for this 4:30 start time for the first pitch as the Friars take the field. Friars are taking on the Marmion Cadets today. Marmion coming out in their gray travel uniforms with their blue sleeves and blue helmets, and the Friars in their white trousers and black jerseys, as is typical. I know we played the eyes cleared. My gosh, we got it. Priory is looking beautiful. The field is manicured, striped, and ready to go.
Yeah, Ryan, this is as good as the field's looked all year. That infield's looking nice and sharp. They finally cut it down so it's not like the second cut of the year. Trying to get my ball out of there.
That was tough.
first base, man.
I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports.
Way. Oh. Field starts off with. Oh my goodness, and that's to start this one off. I was saying. Earlier. Let's see if
Yep, get it out.
third batter in the lineup for the Cadets fouls that one back towards Harlem Avenue on Friday traffic and
Managed to miss.
clear.
Managed to miss. It's like an old Frogger game there. That thing, it's winding its way through cars. You never quite know, though. It's like spitting in the wind. You never know where it's going to end up.
Gilson, the batter for the Cadets here, leads off. I mean, oh man, he smashes that one to deep center field. Becky giving chase and scoops that one, fires it back to Rangel, gets his cut, and the runner advances from second to third on the play, on the tag up.
Nice play by Javel there.
And Halverson stays at first. And so now runners on the corners with one away. And beautiful catch. You know, those are tough ones to play right at you. Nice hard hit baseball.
He shifted his hips, turned his hips, and ran on an angle. Was able to track it down. Made a nice play to get the ball in. Keep the guy at first place. Keep the double play in order, and hopefully get a ground ball right to the second baseman, the shortstop. Get out of this inning right here. No damage.
That was a little chopper fouled on the third baseline. Home plate umpire Jim, I believe, got the umpire helmet on today, the bump cap.
Yeah, he is outfitted, man. This guy is ready to go. He's got the New Balance umpire official shoes. He's got the pads on top of it. This guy looks as about official as we've had.
That's no slight to D. Brown.
No, of course
sometimes personality goes a long way here.
No doubt. But
I'd like to thank all of our viewers out there.
We're looking the part.
Last broadcast, we're up to 175 viewers, which was outstanding.
Yep. Try to keep building those numbers. Maybe one day we'll be able to quit our day job, right? I won't hold my breath, though.
Yeah, I see that. It's Ed O'Neill pulling into the outfield. I bet you he won't get that much further closer to home plate than where he's at right now. That one's hit deep in the air. Left center field, left fielder coming in.
Come forward.
That's Michael Kotinik. No, it's not. That's Bukalo. Ball's cut off by Jimmy Banakdar, and that's going to be a sac fly. That's going to push in the run. And that error cost a run right there.
So who's up now? Vote.
Top of the first here, 1-0 Cadets. That's going to bring up number 14, Vogt.
Hopefully Charlie can get this guy. Get right out of this.
Or is it Voigt? I'm going to go with Vogt.
It's very comparable to Cleveland.
It's a hard shot. The left of the third baseman or right of third baseman squeaks by. And that's going to be a base hit. Now they're at first and second with 2 outs, 1 in. Kramer steps in, the left-hander.
Why don't you just keep getting those ground balls? That's not a bad pitch. Charlie's doing really well this first inning. He's not walking anybody. Or I guess he walked one, but since then he's really pounded the zone. Go right after these guys. Don't back down. This is a big play right here, though. I'd like to get out of this inning with just 1 run and get the bats up there.
That ball smashed.
We'll take it.
Smashed down the left field line. And it tailed foul. And that was good news for the Friars.
Boy, was it ever. That was going to score at least. That was going to score 2. Probably score 2 and have a guy standing at second or third base. So.
Got some good and plenty in the booth here.
Yeah,
if you like your black licorice, they're really good, and there's plenty of them. You can share them.
No doubt.
Take them home and save them for later.
Yep.
Good name. That one foul back against the netting or the fencing.
2 count here. Come on, Chuck, go right after him, buddy.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to see that 6-12 curve from Charlie right here.
Yeah. He throw something good off speed. He's a real thinking man's pitcher out there. With the break one offer, he's way ahead. So he's got to block it if it gets past him. Shoot. Good piece of hitting there. Oh, man, that ball's got to be cut.
That ball smashed out in the left field. And that's going to be a double. It's going to score a run and advance the runners to second and third. And just like that, it's 3-0?
Yeah, 2-0.
2-0, excuse me.
Just as a matter of fundamentals there, that ball's got to be cut before it gets to home, so we can
You'd save that advancing runner.
So we can keep the guys at first and second rather than second and third. There was not much of a chance to get them, and it cost you an extra 90 feet there. Might be significant.
90 or 180, you know. That's the thing. Slow roller. Gio Rangel scoops it, fires it across to Timmy Gall at first, and that's going to retire the side, but not after the Cadets score 2. So that's 2 runs on 4 hits.
2 hits.
2 hits with 1 error. We'll be back with the bottom of the first here in just a few minutes. You're watching the Pat Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
Jack Fagan, number 28, the pitcher.
Alan Dragus, number 12, pitcher.
Caleb Flanagan, number 3, and I play second base.
Michael Kotinek, I'm number 38, and I play outfield.
Timmy Gall, number 14, third base.
Rocco Nero, I'm number 22, and I play center field.
Zach Morgan, number 8, catcher.
Charlie Sutton, number 9, pitcher.
Elliot Bastido, first base, 27.
Willow Keith, number 35, catcher and infield.
Jimmy Minakdar, number 24, third base.
This break of the action has been brought to you by Deer. Our back in the action here is Javel Beckett stands in for the Friars. Friars down 2-0 to be caught at the top of the first. First pitch low and away to Beckett. That's going to be ball one with Buccolo on deck.
Nice to get some runs back here, Ryan. Chuck did a good job in that first inning.
Yeah, you want to. That was a little chopper foul into the Friar dugout. That's going to bring the count to 1-1. We're going Beckett, Buccolo, Banaktar, Killer Bees.
Yep, sounds good. Sounds good to start the this game off. Good pitch.
Foul tip, strike two.
Boy, he really pulled the string on that curveball. That thing was coming in about the high 40s. It felt like it'd be a tough adjustment to make.
That offering was upstairs. Beckett fouled it away.
It was, but with 2 strikes, you're in swing mode,
That's right. Protect mode. Is that what they say? Protect mode.
No doubt. That one was up, but you don't want to get called third, particularly in the leadoff hitter. You gotta.
Turned out to be a beautiful afternoon here. Hardly a breath of wind. That one bounces in, and the count evens up. Sorry, the count goes full. Yeah.
No, I got 2-2.
2-2. Wow, we got a good scoreboard today. Quick scoreboard.
Yep.
Operator. We'll see how long it lasts. Sometimes we lose them in the 4th or 5th inning.
I think that means Jack Fagan's not working on it. They must have assigned it to somebody else.
Driven into the gap out into right center, and that one's going to get down. 2 hops to right fielder, and Beckett smashes one into the right center gap for a leadoff single. Friars are in business early here with no outs.
Excellent at bat there by Beckett.
Anthony Buccolo, left fielder, moves up into the 2-hole for the Friars this afternoon. I love that one. Beckett at first gets his lead. A tall right-hander from Marmion. Gives the first offering. Buccolo skies it up into the air to the second baseman, and that's going to be an out. Camps underneath it. Puts the leather on it. That's going to be out number 1 here. And that's going to bring up sweet swinging Banaktar. Banaktar playing third base, left-hander. There's Dan Flanagan in right field. Surprise, surprise.
Usual perch. It'd feel weird if he wasn't there, right? That's weird.
Oh, Banaktar goes left field. Oh, and he gets it over his head. Here comes Beckett around second. He's motoring to third.
Send him.
And they're sending Beckett. And there's the throw's offline, and Beckett's going to be in standing up, and Banaktar gets an RBI double. And here we go, baby. That ball was hit hard, and it was not very high, and I think it just mystified the left field out there, who thought he had a beat on it. That thing just sailed over his head.
I think that's exactly what happened, Ryan. He came in on it, and he didn't realize the velocity, and I think the backspin that it had on it just carried right over his head. Another rocket by Jimmy. Boy, he is really hitting the ball well here these last few games. Carrying us right now.
Yes, sir. Banaktar at second. That's going to bring up Miro. Inside. I almost wore another one there.
He'll take it. He's seeing the ball better here. Hopefully we can keep this spate of line drives going on here. I went right over the first baseman's head. Let him go into the bullpen over there, kick around.
Banaktar in safely on the pickoff attempt at second. Miro drives one through the gap there. It's between second and third. It skips by. And now here comes Banaktar around. Here comes the throw. And it's offline. And Banaktar's going to score. And Miro takes Banaktar's spot at second base with a shot through the hole between second and third. Nice piece of running by Banaktar. And the Friars bats are working here this afternoon.
Yeah, that was an absolute missile hit by Rocco. That might have been, in terms of velocity off the bat, Ryan, that might have been his best hit of the year. That was a missile.
Yes. I'd agree with you if it would have bounced off the scoreboard on a fly, partner, but you know.
No, that was hit hard. It didn't get off the ground too much, but in terms of off the bat, that thing flew out there, and it's early, but this pitcher is not missing many bats right now. So that's some sweet redemption for Nero there. Takes care of that misplay in the first inning.
Yeah, now he's even, right? He's even.
Right, he's even. No doubt.
So the lines between the two games, so now it's 2 runs apiece, 2 hits for Marmion, 3 for the Friars, and 2 errors apiece.
Right.
Or 1 error apiece, rather.
One error apiece, yeah. I scored an error. I gave him the RBI on that, but I scored an error in order for him to get the second base because he launched it over the catcher's head. So. He's back.
Pickoff attempt at second. Nero back in safely.
Hopefully Elliott can keep it going here.
Yeah, that's Elliot Bastido, first baseman for the Friars. I'm sorry, DH and probably
There's
for the
DH in there,
Friars.
yeah. We put Timmy Gall at first base. I don't know if we've had that defensive lineup yet this season, but there's where we're at.
In the mind of Zach White, you never know where he's going to play his pawns.
We're 15 from Marmion making his way out to the bullpen in the here. He's not
the first
doesn't
inning.
look like the manager here is messing around. Just playing it like it's the 7th game of the World Series. He's not going to let him have too long a leash.
And that one hit on the ground down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Here comes Nero around third. He's going to score easily. And there goes Bastino around first, and he's thundering and motoring and chucking. And now he turns second base. And he goes to third. Okay, the ball rolled under the fence. Home plate umpire said the ball rolled under the fence. And the rumbling and thundering Bastino has to roll back to second base.
I think they're going to call that a ground rule double.
Ground rule double is the official calling, or ruling on the field. That's an RBI double as he moves in Nero from second. And so it's been double, RBI, last 3 hits.
No doubt. Bats are working right now. Good to see.
Caleb Flanagan steps in. First pitch called, strike. Yeah, assist feeling good today.
Yeah, the bats are working. It makes the game much more exciting when we're hitting, Ryan. So far, so good.
Flanagan smashes that one out in the left field. And left fielder camps up underneath it, puts the glove on it for the second out of the inning. Nothing doing on the base pads. Hard hit baseball. Just happened to be hit right at that left fielder.
Yeah, that was good. Good contact on that. Unfortunately, he hit it right at him. You okay, man?
That's going to bring up Timmy Gall. Timmy Gall, the smash in the last game. Absolutely smoked one into the right center gap over the center fielder's head for a stand-up double. Gall playing first base for the Friars this evening. Let's see if Gall can keep that trend going and keep it. That one upstairs misses. No judgment zone in the box here.
No, cracking that first high noon of the day. I like it. I like it. It's Friday. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
And Gall hits that one high in the air down the right field line.
Harlem Avenue.
Out of play. Teasing Harlem Avenue and the grassy knoll. Look out. Watch out for the shooter.
That is a knoll. That is grassy and it is a knoll. That's how I would describe it.
If Gall should reach, it'll bring up Zach Morgan. Morgan catching today. Then we got timeout call. We got
time.
Oh my goodness! And Gall smashes that one. It's over the left fielder's head. And here comes Bastino. Gall on his way to second. And he's going to pull up at second with a standing double. And partner, would you believe it?
Another double.
He scored it.
Double, yeah. That's a hit.
So double. It's the double boys here today, and each double has scored a run. That's great.
I don't know why I showed time out.
And our production manager is on it today. I want to thank Joel Kiersgaard for coming out and helping out as long as he can. I know he's going to go support Colin. Oh, that one smashed out in the right field. And here comes Gall. Gall's going to hold up, and now we got runners on the corners. And wow, the Friars are in business here, baby. Ed O'Neill's gonna trot out and run for Zach Morgan.
Score
And the Friars with
courtesy
4.
run.
Excuse me, partner. Go ahead.
Score that as courtesy run. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
We got 4 runs in already on.
I got them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
5 hits, 4 runs, and they're not done yet.
Excuse me, 6 hits with that hit by Zach. So we're at 6 hits. Out of the first 8 hitters, we got 6 hits.
Zach. Oh, wow, dead. O'Neill got smoked on that one, going to second. But hey, not a bad bottom of the first here as the Friars score 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors?
2 errors, yes.
2 errors. Wow, that's going to do it for the first inning. Hold on to your seats. We're ready for an action-packed game here this evening at the Priory. We'll be back with the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. We're back in business here. His first pitch offering, strike called by Charlie Sutton.
Good pitch by Charlie. Number 9, Olbrich stepping into the box.
You could do that in real time. Outfield playing straight away. That ball foul tipped, and that's strike 2 as it rolls to the backstop. Now that's Tracy Nero picking up a foul ball.
Yeah, it's putting the lovely Tracy Nero to work. She
rolled one out last time during the inning.
No,
I think I saw her running across the street, dodging cars. Love to see it.
That ball hit up the middle. Shortstop, Gio Rango scoops it cleanly, fires it over to Timmy Golfer out number 1. Sharply hit grounder, fielded cleanly. The Friars toss it around, and Anakdar tosses it back to Charlie Sutton.
Yeah, Ryan, that was a good play by Gio. If you saw there at the end, it took a bit of a jump hop there in the last hop, and Gio stayed with it, made an excellent play, and threw the ball over first.
Hats off to the grounds crew here at the Priory. Really looks nice. We've had a lot of rain, and the grass is beautiful and green. That first pitch offering. Well, you love to see that first pitch strike, partner.
Yes, that's the difference oftentimes between making it as a pitcher and not making it. Can you fire strike 1 for a strike? It's really important. They missed by much.
Oh, didn't miss by much is right.
They keep that statistic in the major leagues. I know one of the key indicators of success is what's your strike 1 percentage, or, and how often
first pitch strike.
How often you throw a first pitch strike.
Strike 2. So now we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here.
It's very similar to the last one, and you didn't call the last one, but that one's at the letters. Wasn't going to let 2 go by without giving it to him. Come on, check right here, buddy. Oh, good pitch. That was a good miss. Good miss right there, though. We'll take that.
Hard to take a look at that one. That one just missed off the outside corner, maybe a little bit low, but man, oh man.
Yeah, on a
with 2 strike.
Yeah. 1-2 count, you'll take that pitch all day long. That's exactly where you want to put it. Hitter did a good job laying off. Keep throwing it there.
Full count. First full count of the day, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. You're right.
I'm glad I didn't jinx it. I was just about to say something.
Right. No, I know. Well, you notice how the first inning moved nice and smooth too. It's more
kind of
deep counts. Well, a lot of hitting, but
Sutton loses him here, but He's going to trot on down to first base, and that is
return to the top of the order here.
That was the center fielder, Yates, who gets the walk, and that's going to bring up Young. Young, left fielder here for the, I forget the name of the damn
Marmion
team. The
Cadets. It's a military academy, so if you kind of keep that in mind, you'll.
Pick off attempt by Sutton over to Gall. Nothing doing there. Runner back safely.
How about a 6-4-3 right here, Ryan? We could use one.
Oh, geez, that one smashed out the left field. And that hits off the bottom of the fence. And Bucalo gets it. He's fired. Here comes the play at the plate. And so Young gets it done for the Cadets there and drives that one deep to left field. That might have been the furthest shot to left field I've seen at the JV level at the Priory this year. Yeah, literally hit the fence on a fly, the bottom third. Yeah, absolutely smoked.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Ryan. You're right on that one. I mean, that was crushed.
Gets a double on it, and the walk comes back to score in for the Cadets. And so now it's 3-4. 3-4 here, or I should say 4-3 Friars, pardon me. Young gets his lead at second base. Yes, he is.
Good block, Zach.
Halverson up to bat here for the Cadets. Friars fans packed in here at the park, and that one's popped up.
Timmy's got it. He's got room.
Looks like Gall's got it up against a fence in foul territory. Makes a tremendous play for out number 2. And that's a great job by Timmy Gall to stay with it.
Excellent play. You're right. That was not an easy play. He was going up against a fence there. He was able to kind of measure his steps, gather the ball right before he hit the fence, and got a critical second out for the Friars.
That's going to bring up Gilson. Gilson's the shortstop. He hits that one on the ground to Timmy Gall. And Sutton over there to cover, and he does so perfectly as Gall had to come off the bag to field the ground ball. Sutton wisely runs over, tags the base, gets the out, and that's going to do it. Not after scoring 1 run on one hit. And no errors. And so that's going to bring up Mike Kotenick for the Friars. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the Pat Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
between the hole and the line.
That's good.
One cut from behind the shoulder.
Mike Kotenick fishes that one out in between first and second. He's hustling down the line. Second baseman over, fires it over. Oh, and gets him by a half a step. Kind of probably caught the inside part of the bat and just died in between first and second. Second baseman comes over, puts the glove on it and flips it over. Man, just gets to Kotenick by man a half step.
Yep, just hit that one a little too good. Even though he didn't hit it good at all, it just crept out there just enough for the second baseman to be able to make a play on it.
Excuse me, left-hander, shortstop for the Friars.
Yep, Fabian Carmona, team photographer, joining us here.
Yeah, we have videography and photography.
Everything.
And that one's hit up into the air, left side. Left fielder giving chase, camping under. It puts a leather on it. That's going to be out number 2. And that'll bring up Top of the order with Beckett Javel. Beckett Javel playing center for the Friars in a nice play there in the first inning. Had a leadoff, I believe it was a inning.
Single. It was a single. It was a miss out there, but the ball kind of died in right center. Right fielder made a play on the ball and held him to first base. But hopefully he does that again.
Wow, 2-0 to Beckett. Good eye there.
He's ahead. He's ahead.
Choo Choo Charlie, that was the mascot of the Good and Plenty. Just
remember that?
I've got plenty to share. That's a curveball back all down the visiting dugout.
Fuck. Sorry.
Different. Tootsie Pop. Now it's 2-2 with 2 away to Beckett, and that one bounces in there. Man, tough to lay off that one.
Knocked our Nero part of this lineup. They really took good first inning. It looked like they were all over.
To be down, one hops to left fielder, and Beckett continues his hot bat work. And those are not gimmies, with authority.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not just floating it out there, Ryan. Those are coming off the bat hot.
Here comes Anthony Buccolo batting with 2 outs, and Beckett on first. Friars would like to cash in a couple of runs in the play over back at first. Runner in safely. 3-4 or 4-3 if you're just. That one misses low. Buccolo looking down the line. Sign from Zach White, coach for the Friars.
What sign do you think he's giving him? Probably the hit it hard sign, don't you think?
Yes. And now it's 2-0 to Book.
Maybe a take sign here. I wouldn't think so.
Opportunity to share the broadcast booth with.
From broadcasting, you guys are really good. Watching from my couch. But looked like a nice field. Looked like it was nice. It was butted up right against the CTA like platform.
Beautiful conditions over there. All the cuts easily, and the ball rolls into the outfield rather, and then he goes from second to third without a problem. And so now what was a second out?
Oh no,
2
yeah, 2-1 count. I meant
first is now 90. So just 2-1 offering to Book. Through that one. It's 2-2 with 2 away.
Yep, right here. 2-2 count. Got to protect though.
That one bounces in. All right, we got a full count. Who calls timeout? It's granted by the home plate umpire.
This is the part where everybody yells, "You're back."
And that one bounce gets aboard with a walk. And now they're on the corners for Jimmy Benai.
There, hopefully he can get into one here. That could be it for this pitcher, though.
Timeout asked. (211) East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
a little bit more reload, Ryan, than the first pitcher threw, although that's not usually a problem for these guys as long as it's not sitting in the mid-90s, which I don't think it is.
That one foul back. Bach got a piece of it, first offering. Gonna have to time this guy up. The two different looks from two different pitchers here. It's just normal. Umpire looking for some help from the on-deck batter.
Doesn't like having to retrieve the balls himself. He's not happy about it.
Is that a warning? One misses upstairs and outside. Friar's got runners on the corners here with 2 away. Bach's 1 for 1 today already with left-hander. Counts 2-1 now.
Jimmy all business in the box there. Hopefully leaves him out over the plate for him to drive here.
Oh, smash!
Great.
That's going to be a solid single. It's going to drive a run, but Akhtar continues to mash at the plate. And now they're at first and second with 2 away, and that's a big run as Beckett gets to cross home plate. That's going to bring up Rocco Nero.
I tell you, Ryan, I would not. If I was a pitcher, I would not want to see Jimmy Akhtar at the plate right now. He is all over everything.
Get a good eye, let a couple go, swung at a couple, kind of in the zone, fouled them back, got one to hit, and absolutely barreled it.
Everything's a line drive. Everything.
Let's see what Deuces can do here. That one upstairs. Nero backs off.
See the ball better right now, Ryan. No doubt. No doubt.
Nero 1 for 1 today with an RBI. I don't know where it's at. Foul ball, left side.
Yeah, he drove it really well. Could have dropped the head of the bat on it, but unfortunately, lifted it pretty far down that left field line. Probably caught the young children's playground there. I don't think any of them are playing right now, so we should be okay. But that thing went into orbit. That was like one of my drives. Not straight, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to follow up with that, partner. Ooh, that one misses.
Rocco there. Get ahead in this count 2-1. 1-2-1 and 1-2, right?
Yeah, love to see him not fall behind 0-2 or 1-2 or even 2-2. So I left my 2-2 at home.
There it is.
Nero hits that one down the line. Scoops it and goes to third for the force out. And that's going to do it for the end of the play. The single by Jimmy Akhtar. He traded runs there in the bottom. And the score, stop of the third is going to be the Friars 5 and the other team. What's the name of those guys? The Cadets 3. We'll be back in just a few. You're watching the Pat Rhino Nero Broadcast Network. All right, action here.
Standing in. That was a
Got a good game at the Priory here. It's up 5-3. I like. Here, trying to beat him. 1. Let's.
Yeah, I'm right here, buddy.
Leave it on here. All right. Not 3-2 the count here. Sutton. Oh, no. Smokes that one. The short angle, shorts hopping and rolls out in the left field. Buccolo fires it back in. Probably a single partner. How you
Yeah. That Rango pretty hot. I play with his backhanded stab. That's all he could do, and it snuck by him. Tough play.
He's going to advance.
Fortunately, it's not.
I was in there first.
He's down. Doing it right here.
Lead at second. Leaves that one low.
Peter did an excellent job. He couldn't hit it. That was one over. There it is. There it is.
It's way over there. Here's the retired.
Way up in the air.
My goodness.
Yeah.
For a ball.
Pitch to the left.
Dares.
Here in the booth.
Yeah. I have an option here. I'm going to try.
Yeah. Not out of this.
Would be great.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. This will be the third top of this one.
It's almost right.
back to the backstop.
I think he tipped it, and it looks like. Yep, I just noticed that.
That one popped up.
Yeah, yes.
Downfield straight away. Keep the runner on second. Just second with one. Third step. Base. Flanagan. First. Hurts. Runner at second.
Flanagan got the out.
Stay with it. Runs in here on this. 2 outs for the Friars. 3.
Yeah, this is a game where
I don't have a number. Commanders or the Cadets.
Right, it's a.
From the air, left. He's beat out there.
Was the first.
Yeah. But if that. What will be a change? A nice job by Zach. All the way to the backstop.
Yep.
Off a little 6-20.
Good pitch. Good job, Chuck.
No damage. The third here is the front. You're watching the Pat Show podcast network.
Back at Chevelle, number 13, right field.
Jack Fagan, number 28, pitcher. Alan Dragus, number 12, pitcher.
Caleb Flanagan, number 3, and I play second base.
Michael Kotinek. I'm number 38, and I play outfield. Timmy Gall.
I'll be right
Spot.
back, guys.
DH in today. Friars have managed to evens the count up there. Will be going to be an 11 a.m. start. Misses low. Get up. What are we doing?
How many pitches?
Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpires LLC.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
That's going to the top of the order here. Ball misses, and he absolutely hammered one. And he's 1 for 2 with runs scored and an RBI. That was a really nice play there by Gio Rangel on a kind of goofy hop. Flanagan to get the force at second, and Flanagan fires it over first. And missing by about a step and a half, but nice play.
Yeah, you know, Ryan, that goofy hop saved them a double play though, because that I think if that one fields normally and it bounces right to him, I think they get a double play there. But it's all right. Gio made a nice play to stay with it, and we got one out with the guy on first. Keep going over there. Got to keep that good pitch. Yep.
Alverson didn't like that. Strike one called outside corner.
Hopefully, it's another one of those. It doesn't take the hop that one did. We'll turn in a double play here.
That one hit up in the air. Foul on the left field line. Buchel will give a chase.
Ball.
And that one's out of play. I'm going to get one of them spy mirrors we can put through the fence for those.
Exactly what I was thinking, right. Exactly.
How long do you think that lasts?
Not long. Not long.
Oh, and 2 the count here.
Yeah, way ahead.
Alverson with one away.
Very one of those curveballs.
I know what I'm looking for from Sutton here.
He's running.
There it was. Popped up infield. Flanagan going to call it.
Get him.
Boom! Fires it over!
Yeah!
And they get the double play. Flanagan moves the runner out of the way almost physically, snags it, throws it over to Timmy Gall for the double play. Beautiful. That's going to do it for the top of the fourth. No runs scored, no errors, and no hits. We'll be back in the action here in just a few minutes. You're watching the Pat Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. And that's going to bring up Mike Kotinik here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Big zero put up there by the Friars. Excellent pitching by Charlie today.
Yeah, Sutton's cruising right along. Kotinik leads off. The 5-3 lead for the Friars here. Bottom of four again. Kotinik 0 for 1 today, looking to do some damage. Get things started. Down low, good eye by Mike.
Yeah, Michael's an excellent patient hitter. He will not swing at any bad pitches. Really
Out.
likes to see what the pitcher's going to throw at him. Does an excellent job.
Outfield full of Friar fans. Yeah,
There it is.
3 in a row down low.
Just don't help him now. You got to help yourself. Coach used to say that to me when I was in Little League. Don't help him, help yourself.
Help yourself, he says.
Said it once. He's 5-3. Oh, he drills him on a 3-0
And on ball
pitch.
4, Kotinik takes it off the back, and he's aboard. Hit by a pitch. Friars are in business with leadoff man on board. Mike's okay, tough kid.
You know, hit by pitch is nice because you get to go to first base. On a 3-0 count, you'd rather do that and walk it, all right?
That's,
to go through the pain.
that's exactly right,
Or
partner.
it's an 0-2, you'll take it. But
That's what I was
thinking.
Now that's going to bring up Gio Rango. Gio Rango was instrumental in almost turning that double play at the last inning.
Yeah,
Made a nice play on a goofy hop. Got it over to Flanagan for the force at second. And Rango hits a chopper down to third, fires over to second for 1. They can't turn the double play, but they get the lead runner in the form of Kotinik. And the Friars are going to turn the lineup over, and this is going to bring up Javel Beckett.
Let's see. Well, Beckett's had 2 excellent swings this game. He's got 2 singles, both misses.
Production quality is through the roof. Sorry, partner.
No problem. That could be trouble. That could be trouble.
Bounce that one. Slow roller, chopper. They flip it to second. They get 1. They fire over to first. They don't get Beckett. So they get 2 force outs on second.
Yeah.
And now there's quickly 2 away, and that's going to bring up Bucalo. If Bucalo could reach, or should he reach, or when he reaches, bring up the sweet swinging Jimmy Benaktar is 2 for 2 today.
Yeah, hopefully Boo can drive one here. Keep this inning going. He popped out to the second baseman in the first inning and took a walk in the second.
Big Box scored 2 doubles in the book. Or is it a double?
The double and a single, in which he was able to advance, but double and a single.
Yeah, very stingy. That one misses low. 2-0.
Yeah, let's get him on base here. First and second for.
So 4 pitches to Kotinik. He was hit by the 4th one. He gets forced out. Here we go again now. 3 in a row.
Gotta be perfect. Gotta be perfect. Right here now. Come on out.
3 in a row. 3 in a row. 3-0 to Book with 2 away. Shortstop doesn't even have his glove on right now.
Taking off. It's got a huge jump. Good steal there by Beckett.
Yeah, Beckett takes off on the pitch, has hit a major league jump there, and gets into second easily. No throw. 3-1 the count to Book. And strike 2, and that count is full. Let's see if the Friars can kind of squeeze out another run here.
Yeah, it'd be good. Give us that 3-1 advantage. Hopefully Anthony can put one in the outfield. Have Beckett come flying around, score. Take a walk too. Get Jimmy up there. There it is. Get over.
Pops that one over the second base. Shortstop comes flying in, fires it over, and man, makes a nice throw. And they get him at first. And they leave 1. So at the bottom of, through 4, it's your Friars 5 and the Cadets 3. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
We use
Back on
total
the record
control
here
ball.
in the top of the 5th. Partner ran out for a short break. We got Charlie Sutton back in the mound. He's at 70 pitches. Number 3 hitter Gilson stepping in. Charlie fires once for a ball 1. Must have just missed. A little below the knees. Looked good from the broadcast booth. Sutton's run an excellent game here. Throwing a couple of zeros up in the 3rd and 4th inning. It'll be a challenging inning as excellent pitch there. Swing and a miss. Then Gilson, number 3 hitter, swung right over the top of that. Charlie doing an excellent job, really slowing that speed down, having these guys way out ahead of it. A lot of different ways you can get to heaven with the pitching. Doesn't all have to be hard. The 1-1 pitch is missed outside. We got a 2-1 count. Charlie stretches, and the 2-1 on its way. Popped up. Flanagan's in, and he makes a play. One away. Excellent pitching there by Sutton. He had Gilson way out ahead of it. Out on that front foot and just harmlessly popped out to the second baseman for 1 away. Number 18, Boersma, stepping into the box. He's got an old school feel to him. He's got no batting gloves. It's a missile there. Okolo will not be able to get it. Play. And it's a single. Excellent job there by Anthony to get the ball in. Looked like it was shot down the line a little bit, but he made a great play on it. Keep him at first base, hopefully get this first double play of the game, or traditional double play of the game. We got another one, but doing an excellent job keeping that guy at first. And feels like we've been close on a few of these force outs to a double play. I can feel one coming right here. Sutton fires. Ground ball foul. Sutton getting ahead. Excellent pitch. And toes the rubber. In the stretch. And the pitch. Oh, missed, I guess. Don't know if it was in or up or looked like it was right down the middle. But so I always say, there's a reason the umpire doesn't call balls and strikes from here. He calls them behind the plate. So there's a better view of it than us. There's a good pitch. Excellent pitch. Caught the outside corner for a called strike. We got a 1-2 count. 1 out. Runner at first. Top of the 5th here. Boy, this is a big inning for Sutton if he can get out of this. Excellent pitch, man. Excellent pitch. Boy, what a great pitch there by Sutton. 2 outs, man on first. He is really grooving right now. He's at the 79 pitch mark. Pitch is 1-1 pitch is fouled away. It's right behind us. Heidi Kotinik hustling after that one. She's all over it, sliding through the hole in the fence that's been carved out so the foul balls can be retrieved. Sutton continues to just baffle these hitters with that curveball. He's 1 strike from getting out. We gave it to you. We gave it to you.
You got full credit, Heidi.
Heidi Kotinik looking for credit. No money involved, just a hearty thank you. Take your time. Oh, stay down there, Timmy. Oh.
Hot shot to the first baseman, Timmy Gall. Short hops, or takes a hop over the top of his glove, rolls out into right field. And now we got a runner on third with two outs.
Ugh. We're okay. We're okay. Number 19, Dooley stepping in. Sutton again fires once for a called strike.
All right, so yeah, Sutton dealing, man. Dealing through
really
5.
is.
It's
He
the
really
fifth, top of the 5th here. Still looking strong. Throw down to second. Skips into the outfield to go through 2 Friars. Picked up by the center fielder, Beckett, who scoops and fires it to Banakdar at third. And the stolen base to second ends up with a runner on third.
Ryan, I got to be honest. I don't like the throw through there. I mean, you got first and third. You got 2 outs. Let the guy have second base. And let's just make a play.
I don't think we've, with a runner on third, I don't think we've thrown.
I mean, I understand with 2 outs you're trying to get that guy, but the fact of the matter is you're really opening yourself up. If you don't get him, he's going to score. Of course, the ball sails into center field. Now you got to get a third, 1 run from tying the game. Just hold on to that. Anyway, I don't think that's what Zach wanted to happen, and I think he's let the players know about it.
Line drive into left field. Solid, clean single RBI. And just like that, the game is tied up here in the top of the 5th. Reminder that the heart of the order is coming up for the Friars.
12
with 2 outs, and we thought we were going to limit the damage on a throw out to center fielder, scores 1, base hit, scores another, and just like that, we're playing baseball.
Yeah, 1 pitch from getting out of it, Ryan. And the air on the first baseman. It's been
oh my gosh, hammered into center fielder. Beckett going way back,
read
camping
that.
under, drifting left,
Excellent.
and makes a beautiful catch. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning, but not after the Friars give up 2 to the Cadets. Tie scores. We move into the bottom of the 5th here. 5-5. We'll be back in the action here in just a few minutes.
And professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Home plate umpire dusts off the dish, and that's going to bring up Jimmy Benakhtar here with a tie game, 5-5 at the bottom of the fifth. Doing a game check-in here. First pitch low, catches Benakhtar's toe, and the go-ahead runs on first base. That's going to bring up Nero.
Yeah. Good to get Jimmy on base there.
During the break, we were checking in on the Timothy Christian game there. Looks like Johnny Tragos is pitching. We'll check back in here. And
guys are all over the out-of-town scoreboard. I always like the out-of-town scoreboard. You go to like a college football game on a Saturday, and they give you the updates.
Fouls that one back. Timothy Christian up 6-2 in that game. Johnny must be dealing. Wind's starting to pick up. It's blowing from right to left. Nero smokes that one out in the right field. That's going to move Benakhtar to second. And now they're first and second. Nero 2 for 3 today. Benakhtar 2 for 2. Hit by pitch. And that's going to bring up Bastido. Bastido batting 1,000 today. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI, a run scored, and a walk. So he's having a game. Stat line looking very nice for Elliot Bastido.
It was a big at bat here. It was a big at bat to get that run back, get it back in the lead in the bottom of the fifth. This is critical.
It's that one foul off the net back and bounces back into the field to play. The Friars are in business here with 2 runners aboard with no outs. The nail biter here at the Priory on a Friday evening. Losing a little bit of sunlight. Ended up being a gorgeous Friday afternoon here in Chicago, Illinois. Let's be specific. River Forest, Illinois, about 8 miles from the lake.
Ooh, right at us.
Damn. Got your glove partner?
Jeez, that one, we would have been wearing that one in our teeth if there was
How's your dental insurance?
I don't know.
You know a good injury attorney? I do. Speaking of Tragos.
face would have been rearranged there. Man, Elliot, put it in play here, buddy.
0-2 count to Bastido. Oh, upstairs. Good take by Elliot. Nice job there.
That's not an easy take on that one. I know 0-2 count.
I know. Reached out to the Tragos family a few times about sponsorship. That one misses wide and outside. We'd feature them on our broadcast. No response. Yeah.
Well, isn't the no response really a response? Let me talk.
Bastido fighting back 2-2 here now.
There it is.
Oh, he smacks that one down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Here comes Bonacta around third. He's going to score easily. Nero holds up at second, and Bastido gets it done with a nice single down the left field line, and now the Friars are up 6-5. Let's go.
That is a good piece of hitting there, Ryan. Excellent job. He's 2-strike count. He reaches out, just flicks that thing down the left field line where there's nobody at, and the Friars retake the lead.
Slow walk to the mound by the head coach, by the Cadets, and there's going to be a pitching change, and this pitching change is brought to you by Safe Built. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And this break in the action has been brought to you by our friends at Safe Built, a nationwide firm that partners with local governments across the country, supporting the enforcement of safe building, infrastructure, and maintenance standards, helping communities reimagine staffing, refine service delivery, and realize savings. This break in the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park. That's going to bring up number 3, Caleb Flanagan for the Friars with no outs. The bats continue to roll for the Friars. Timmy Gall on deck. Flanagan bats with runners on first, second. First pitch offering misses low.
Good take there by Caleb. It was a pretty good pitch. Didn't miss by much, but it was below the knee.
See his father, Dan Flanagan, out there in his spot in right field. Hands in his pocket, hoodie up. Flanagan hits a ground ball to the shortstop, scoops it up, fires the second, and bounces that one.
Get it, Rocco. Get it.
And here comes Rocco's going to score on the ball that skips by first. So Flanagan gets the bat on the ball and gets the job done. There's a force out at second. They can't turn the double play, and the ball from the throw from second to first gets past the first baseman, rolls to the fence, and Nero advances and scores, and that's going to be the second run of the inning. So the Friars have managed to match, in the bottom of the fifth here, managed to match the Cadets, and there's only one out. No out, one out, sorry.
Exactly, one out. Yeah, Caleb did a good job putting that ball in play there, hustling down to first base. You put the pressure on them. You know, these are some good field.
2 runs scored on it.
No, one.
One?
Yeah, one. Nero scored, but Bonacta had already scored.
Oh, Bonacta scored in the last play. That's right. Either way, Gall's batting, and the count is 0-1. Sorry, 1-1. Should be 1-1.
Yeah.
Too.
I think I got 0-2.
0-2. 0-2 the count.
I got 0-2. But I could be wrong. We'll see what he calls on this one.
Keep dropping. Oh, it hit.
Yeah, I got 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2.
1 and 2 the count. 1 and 2 the count.
I wasn't trusting myself because the scoreboard was messing it up. I knew I was right.
Well, I have a tendency to look at that scoreboard when it's working. Throw back to first, nothing doing there. Flanagan back safely.
Yeah, we've had a good record of the scoreboard working so far this year, right? I have to admit, it's been encouraging.
Hey, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You heard of that phrase?
I have heard the phrase. But it was squeaking.
We're very squeaky.
Yeah, telling Segredo to get that thing.
And there's a hot shot in the third baseman. Stays in front of it for one, fires it over, can't get Gall for the double plays, flying down the line. So they managed to get the force out in the last 2 plays for the first 2 outs. And that looks like it's going to bring up Zach Morgan. Zach Morgan batting with Gall on first.
I'll tell you, Ryan, we've seen a lot of fielders' choices in this game. You know what I mean? A lot of
You're
them
not
force
kidding.
out at second base for both teams. I think it's a credit to the catchers and the pitchers keeping those guys at first rather than just being a parade around the bases.
Fielders' choices, I'll take them. You know, they're not ideal, but that just means we got runners on base.
Right.
Which
Absolutely.
And that's been the story here. A lot of hits. I'll tally it up here at the end of the inning here, but we've got tale of two games here. The last game for the Friars against DePaul Prep, we managed one hit, and this afternoon we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 hits.
Was the DePaul pitcher good? I didn't get a chance to see it. Must have been.
Morgan swings through that one for strike number 2.
One sec, here we go. Put it in play. Drive it.
He was good enough to keep us at bay. Let's put it that way, partner.
Well.
Winds died down here at the Priory. That one misses low. Let's see if Zach can fight his way back into this one. It counts 2, 2, and 2. Kotinik looks on from the on-deck circle. That one misses. As is typical, Kotinik's jersey outside of his trousers.
Yep. Works the 3-2 count. We'll have Timmy Gall on the move here on this pitch, I'm sure.
Gall gets his lead. He's not being held.
Make sure he goes home, and he'll be off to the races.
That one's low, and here we go. We got Gall on second. Free pass issued to Zach Morgan with a good eye at the plate, and he's on board. And there comes a runner. It's Ed O'Neill running for Zach Morgan.
Call that a courtesy runner. Give him a chance to put the gear on. We got to keep these games moving, right?
All right, with 2 away, that's going to bring up Mike Kotinik.
Good rip. You had a good rip at that one.
Fouls off that high fastball. Oh, jeez.
It was up in his wheelhouse. Fouled it off the back fence. Joel's got to
Production
good job.
manager dealing with camera issues. That ball misses low. It counts 1-1 to Kotinik.
It's a Michael drive one here.
Runners on first and second for the Friars.
Load the bases or get up for Gio or gap one himself. Back.
Throw back to second, nothing doing. Gall's back in safely.
A disrespectful tag in the head there.
Yes.
I don't think he meant to do it.
Another throwback, all in safely. No tag that time. I think he heard you.
Much more genteel that time. he knew what happened last time. He said, you know what? I want to give this guy a break on this one. They're chuckling a little.
That ball misses low. And this is the third pitcher we've seen from the Cadets here this afternoon. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Your score 7 Friars, 5 Cadets. I mean,
he gave him that one.
He gave him that one. Just caught enough of the zone, and I don't disagree.
Close pitch. Could have gone either way, borderline.
And here we go. You know,
you don't swing at it with 1, but 2 he's going to have to swing if he throws that again.
Ballet or baseball with all the 2-2s we've been seeing. And that one hit
Right,
foul off. It was definitely a strike. Definitely a strike, and Mike managed to foul it off and get another chance here to barrel one up and get something into the outfield. Oh, man. Curveball misses.
Yeah, it slipped out of his hand. It's a non-competitive pitch on 2-2. Hopefully Michael can ball 4 base hit right here, as they say.
Ball 4 base hit, yes, sir. 3-2 count, 2 away. Pitcher kicks, fires to Kotinik, and he drives that one down the line. Fair ball! Fair ball down the third base line. Here comes Gall. Gall's in safely. Here comes O'Neill. The speedy O'Neill's coming. Oh, there's nobody there. He's in safely. And that's a 2 RBI double. What a shot by Kotinik in the clutch. Let's go.
Excellent at bat there. Rambo.
On a full count, he manages to barrel that one down the left field line, skips over the third base row all the way into the outfield, scores 2, and he pulls up to second base with a standing double.
Boy, that was a big hit, Ryan, huh? Man, oh man.
Now the Friars have scored 4 in the bottom of the 5th. It's now 9-5, and that brings up Gio Rangel. Rangel takes first pitch, strike called.
Beginning. The bats have been excellent today. There's no other way to put it.
I have to agree with you there. Our Friars, or JB team, is really seeing the ball well. The bat on the ball when it's in the zone, and good things are happening. That one fouled
Right overhead.
back.
Heads up, everybody.
Right
Heads
here,
up.
right at you.
She saw it the whole time.
Yeah. Got good fans here. They're very much in tune. They might be texting or on their phone, but they've always got one eye on the game. You got to be careful.
Yep. The team is not responsible for foul balls, taking them in the chops. That's trouble.
Rangel shoots that one through the hole between first and second.
Gonna hold him.
And looks like we're going to hold up Kotinik at third, and that's going to roll the lineup over. And the leadoff man, Javel Beckett, stands in with 2 outs and runners on the corners.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hopefully, Beck can get into one here. Yeah, as good of an offensive game as this has been. This inning has been particularly good. Every hitter is just working counts, barreling the ball up, standing up there with confidence.
Dynamite with 2 is what I say. With 2 outs, the Friars have managed to score. Ooh, 2 more runs. Nice tag by the first.
It really was.
Wow.
It was funny. Gio Dobecki forgot to put his arm at the base. He just dove.
Looks like the turf just kind of velcroed him to the ground.
Gotta make sure you get your hand back in.
There, that one. All over it. Look out. 2 to Beckett.
Getting a little anxiety.
He's in there safely. Now they're at second and third. Check. Gio. Single in the right field. This real. The I think you're right. It's going to be a heck of a reel. We got a little.
Professional softball player. The total control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us.
action here. The Friars continue to work the bats as Beckett has a 2-run RBI, or 2 RBI single. The last play for the pitching change. And that brings the by the Friars as they managed to score 6 runs. I don't know, half a dozen hits. They absolutely smoked it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits.
6 hits. So that's going to do it for the, I guess that would be the bottom of the 5th as we lost the scoreboard here. We'll be back in the action in just a few minutes. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. All right, top of the 6th here. A lot of fireworks at the bottom of the 5th, all by the Friars. So they managed to score 6 runs, 4 on 2 outs. And that brings up Beckett.
It did. It hit his foot. Beckett Javel stepping on the mound. Ryan, he just got to throw strikes here. Gave us a nice lead there in the bottom of the 5th. He's a strike thrower. Just got to keep doing that. Rely on that defense to make a play. We'll be okay. Fired once for strike 1. Yates put a nice bat on it, but drove right into his left foot. The umpire with his rather large stature reminds me of former umpire Tim McClellan.
Tim McClellan?
Umpire in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Tim Welke?
Swings for that one for strike 2. So Beckett comes out of center field, and they move. Is that
so
Jimmy Benakdar?
We put Benakdar in center. We moved Gall to good pitch. We moved Gall to third base. From first base, we put Bastido at first and Jabel on the mound. Shuffling the deck a little bit.
0-2 the count here. Beckett ahead. Gets a sign from Zach Morgan. Kicks and fires. That one fouled straight back.
Nothing but strikes, though. That's what we need right now. There it is.
Nice curveball by Beckett.
Man, excellent.
I mean, absolutely mystifies the hitter as he steps out of the box and literally stood there with his bat and watched the ball cross the strike zone.
I think it
nice pitch by Beckett there for the first out.
Sorry, Ryan. Oh, they missed my much there. Looks like he tried it again.
Same pitch, just missed.
Tried it again. I think Beckett's doing an excellent job at really taking a lot off that pitch.
That one hit in the air. No man's land. Nero coming in. Flanagan going out. Flanagan calls it. Puts the leather on it, and that's going to be out number 2. See if we can grab that PTZ cam. There you go. All the way down.
Right, sometimes pop-ups can be difficult to judge. You have to have a lot of experience. We don't have a guy on our team better than Caleb Flanagan going after pop-up and getting it. He's assertive with it. He goes back on it. Made an excellent play there.
This just in. Oak Park River Forest. OPRF varsity is up 3-0 against the Friars at the end of the first.
Call that an inauspicious start for the varsity Friars, but long way to go. Still 6 innings left.
Long way to go, that's right. 2 away here as Beckett's looking good on the mound here for the Friars in the late goings of this one. That one fouled back, hits off the fence, fielded it by Zach Morgan, but that doesn't count really. Looked nice anyway. Can you get a half an out? 2 balls, 1 strike here to
Another good pitch.
Halverson here, 2-2-2 again. Just saying.
Beckett's kind of mystified out there with that slow ball.
Let's see if he could drop that hook again.
Left it a little too.
Full count here. Let's put it away right here. Bell digs into the rubber, stares down, gets a sign from the catcher, kicks, fires. That one's hit into the Rango with shortstop, fires it across the mouth. Scoop by Bastido for out number 3. What a beautiful backhanded play by Rango and a nice scoop on the other side to boot. And that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. We'll be back with the action in just a few.
Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpires LLC.
All right, here we go. It's the bottom of the 6th. Beckett managed to jump in on the pitching mound and three up, 3 down.
Yeah, excellent pitching that inning. I mean, you got a 6-run lead in the 6th inning. You just want to throw strikes, and that's exactly what he did. Of course, the defense is feeling nice and loose. This has been a damn good effort here by the Friars so far. Call the strike. What happened? Hit you?
Oh. So okay. So on the pitch, Nero looks like he caught a glancing blow off the lead arm there.
I didn't think it hit him, Ryan. As a matter of fact, when Rocco looked over at us, I thought he was looking over us because he thought he called it a strike.
That's what I thought, partner, actually. So he gets issued the free pass and
that's all right. He gets to run around the bases.
Preserves the 2-for-3 day, I suppose.
Yeah, it's on base percentage these days. That's all anybody cares about, right?
That went up and out of play.
Does he have a hit by pitch streak?
Yeah, he sure does.
What kind of hitting streak you don't?
The question we had in the booth last time was, does hit by pitch count towards OBP?
It does,
I said absolutely it
absolutely.
does.
You're getting on base.
Because you're on base.
Yep.
I think the pad helped out there, you know. Oh, there.
That's trouble.
Fastball, that one's in the hole between 2nd and 3rd. Nero pulls up at 2nd. And Elliott continues to absolutely mash today.
He is 3 for 3, but
It's not where the batter's fault.
I think that's a good question. I think catcher's interference does get you. I think the only thing that
you're on base.
I think the only thing that you don't get credit for is if they make an error. I think that's a 0. I don't think it's either one.
It's a catcher error, but no.
Yeah, I'll have to check that. Catcher interference you might not get it because I think that is counted as a catcher's error. Right.
That pitch low to Caleb Flanagan. If you're just catching the action here, Nero leads off, hit by a pitch. Bastido has a knock in between 2nd and 3rd and advances the runners 90 feet. So you got 1st and 2nd here with no outs and Caleb Flanagan batting. Flanagan takes strike call for 1-1.
Let's see Flanagan join the hit parade here. Been a good hitter for us all year. Has not joined in today. I think this is his chance.
Oh, Flanagan takes that for strike 2. Gall looks on from the on-deck circle.
Caleb, go to work. 2 strikes. Come on, buddy.
Gall 1 for 3 today with an RBI and a run scored. That misses outside. Now it's 2-2. How about that? Bastido gets his lead at 1st. Nero being held at 2nd.
It's trouble. Oh, good play.
Oh, that one down the first base line. First baseman makes a play on it. Here comes Nero, and he scores on the play. And so on the play, there's a hot shot to the first baseman. It bounced out of his glove, rolled foul. Flanagan gets to 1st. Bastido gets to 3rd. And Nero scores on the play. Fantastic. I'm gonna take my hat off, literally, to our production manager today, Joel Kiersgaard, who is all over the camera angles. So if you got an opportunity to watch this one back, it's a gem. Don't watch the first inning, though. Okay. Let's see if Gall can stay hot. He's 1 for 3, and he lays a bunt down right back to the pitcher. Here comes Bastido. Oh, and he scores on the RBI sack bunt by Timmy Gall. Well played. Nice job.
Sack bunt.
And now the Friar dugout coming alive. That's fantastic. You're a regular Artie Harris, Joel. I got to tell you, this is looking good for the Friars. And with no outs, they've got 2 runs in.
We got 1 out, Ryan. He threw him out at first base.
Oh, yeah, well, of course, yes. That's the sack right there. Sorry on the bunt. I'm
What
overzealous. It's 13-5, and we're feeling good.
Curious what the coach could possibly be asking.
Yeah, for those of you at home, we got a little stoppage in the action here as the home plate umpire is having a conversation with the visiting manager over the last play. See if we can pull a camera angle on it. And that conversation's over. It's home plate umpire Jim Dressel.
I'd be curious to see what they're talking about.
Clean off home plate. As it is, Flanagan's on second, and the score is now 13-5. Friars really handed it to Marmion Catholic.
Yeah, save some of these for tomorrow, huh?
Keep it going. Flanagan gets his lead. And that's Zach Morgan at the plate for the Friars. Morgan's 1 for 2 today with a walk. Morgan features a real good eye at the plate, like most catchers. You know, he sees the ball well.
Where'd he catch him?
Man, oh man, foul ball to the on-deck circle. Gets a piece of Mike Coutinho. Looked like it caught him off the padding or off the helmet there. So Mike's okay, which is great.
Face looks the same.
It's always smiling, this kid. Nice young man.
Hasn't been rearranged yet.
Pitcher steps off the rubber here momentarily as Flanagan gets his lead on the 0-2 offering to Zach Morgan with 1 away. Morgan.
Oh, that one, interesting.
Fouls that one straight. Morgan fouls that one, and he's just battling.
He is.
Mike Coutinho. Mike Coutinho 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs today.
Hit by pitch.
Takes Punch that up. Strike looking. And that's going to retire Morgan. And that's with 2 outs. It's the 4th. Flanagan.
Yeah, it's frustrating bad for Zach there. You know, he battled, then took a pitch right down the middle. Maybe just locked up on him. He knew it. Walked back.
First pitch offering to Mike Coutinho out. A lot of crooked numbers on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, there is. Boy, is there. Good to see.
Coutinho takes a whip at that one. Looks like he pulled the string on him. And that's strike 1. So 1
line that really extended that lead.
With 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 outs, right.
That one hitting the Friars dugout, foul and out of play.
So
Fouled off home plate on the pitch. Flanagan taking off towards third, looking to make his bid for give Coutinho an RBI should he barrel one up.
Yeah, they'll get that 14th running.
Three-two offering again. Wow, great at bat by Mike Coutinho there. Works a
really
full count
really
walk.
Was.
I don't know how many pitches that was. Must have been about 8.
What's the is the emergency rule? Is it 10 after 6? I thought it was 8 after 6. No,
It's 10 after 5.
Isn't it 8 after 6? Isn't this game over? Or am I missing something? Or is it 10 after 6 too?
10 after 5 and what is it? Something after 4. I thought that's what it was.
I think it's 15 after 4, 12 after 5, and 10 after 6 must be. It must be what it is.
All right, let's go with that.
All right, yeah.
I before E, except after
Well, I was thinking it might be 8, but if it was 8, of course this game would be over. And I don't, unless.
maybe the game's over.
The game is not over.
Well, either way, if we can manage to score both the runners, I think that would definitely end it.
I don't know what it is past 5 innings, to be honest with you. I always thought it was 10 after 5, and after that, I don't know. So we're going to find out here. We're all going to get educated here.
Gio's 1 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, Rangel 1 for 3 with a run scored. He bats with runners on the corners here. We're sitting here deliberating over mercy rules. Friars continue to pound. Takes that one inside. 3-1 to count the Rangel hitters count here.
3-1 count.
Flanagan 90 feet away.
9-run lead.
Guys, you cheer for your players, do not address the other team. That's poor sportsmanship. I'm not going to tell you that.
What did they address the other team?
So
if they did,
home
that's
plate
regrettable.
umpire comes out, gives a little educating to the Friar dugout about keeping it clean.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, you got to remember, you got to play this team again tomorrow. There's no sense rattling any cages.
That one hit. Oh, beautiful shot in between first and second. And Gio gets the job done on a 3-1 offering, and that's going to score Flanagan, so he gets the knock and the RBI. And by keeping it clean, let me just make sure I qualify that. There was no foul language. It's just about giving the other team a hard time. Focus on cheering your team on, and let's keep it that way. And I think that was the home plate umpire's point there, yeah?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. That's all they were saying.
All right, we got another slow walk out to the mound. And that's going to do it. I think we're going to pitching change. And this pitching change is going to be brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
That should have made
This break of the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
All right. And that looks like the top of the order for the Friars in the form of Javel Beckett. Man, has he been hot.
He is 3 for 4. There's a fielder's choice in there.
Yeah, three for 4, 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Solid stat line by Beckett.
We punched that run across Coutinho from second base. I believe this game's going to be over. Right? We'll have to wait and see since you and I are not hip to the
10 after 5. Absolutely, partner. One more run scores and that'll do it. We can wrap up the cameras and go hit the tavern, or we can go back home.
Hey, church.
Church. Friars dugout coming alive for Javel Beckett with runners on first and second. That offering high and outside. Buccolo looks on from the on-deck circle with 2 away here. If Beckett should reach without scoring a run, Buccolo will definitely get a chance to hit this inning.
Yeah, take his 5th at bat.
That one misses low. And now the bases are loaded for Buccolo. And this is it. If he gets walked, game over. If he gets a hit, game over. If he makes an out, we go to the top of the 7th. I would think right now the Friar dugout would be electric at this point. And on cue.
You're right. Exactly. They settled down for a split second, but then
Bukalo takes first offering low.
Ump's not giving him any breaks here either. That one didn't look like a miss by much.
It did miss by much. He's been pretty consistent. I mean,
he's called a good game. Called a good game. No doubt. Good umpiring across the board this year.
That ball in there for a strike. I'm going to try to bunt the game-winning run.
No, I think that was just the old where you
take them out of their mojo.
Yeah. I think you're going to upset the pitcher from throwing a strike. Do that. You respond a little silly.
All right, 2-1 the count here with 2 away. No place to put Book. Friars turned it on in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they really just haven't stopped. And that's really been the deciding factor here.
Yeah, these last 2 innings, the offense has just exploded for 9 runs.
And Book fouls that one back, and it's 2-2.
We'd like to get this run in here, so we don't have to field there in the top of the 7th. Excuse me.
Yeah, we had an aggressive schedule. It'd be nice to preserve some arms. Only 1 game next week.
Yeah, we play Thursday, Saturday. So Thursday, I think we're right back here on Saturday.
Thursday. And that's a strikeout. And so we're going to go ahead and play at the top of the 7th.
Yep.
And we're here to play baseball, so let's play. So that's going to do it for the bottom of the 6th. The Friars managed to score 3 runs. We'll be back in the action here in just a few minutes as Beckett climbs up on top of the hill to finish this one for the Friars. You score 14 Friars, 5 Cadets. Friars managed to come back and tie the game against OPRF. Bottom of the order coming through. Jeremy Munoz with a 2 RBI double.
Great.
Score 3-3 in the OPRF Friar varsity game being played at Triton College.
I think I'm going to head over there after this game, Ryan. It's the last, geez, at the rate we're going here.
Yeah, well.
It's half inning.
1-1 the count is...
Ryan, maybe Becky's learning something here about just how much, if he just keeps pulling the string, keeps throwing it slower and slower and slower, just how far out ahead of it they are.
Yeah, Gilson Wade out in front of that one. Another curveball mystifies him for strike 2.
You see, he tapped his foot twice. I mean, these hitters are used to that ball anywhere in the 72 to 82 miles per hour range. So if you start throwing that thing in there in the high 50s, low 60s, it's very difficult to adjust to.
Oh, Morgan takes that one off the chest protector.
Yeah, that was about a 52-footer. So you're not going to fool anybody with that pitch.
2-2 the count. Nobody out here. Top of the 7th inning. Friars up 15-4.
Friar varsity will be back here at the Priory tomorrow. I believe when it's Marmion at home. We'll be in Aurora.
Under the umbrella of arm preservation, I'd like to put this one away quickly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Leadoff walk issued by Beckett here. Got elbow pads and sliding gloves and batting gloves.
Yeah, I got everything going on. I remember when I used to coach third so concerned about putting his sliding mitt on, they wouldn't pay attention to my very important signals that I was trying to communicate communicate from third base. Number 18 stepping in is Boersma. Got a bit of an old school feel to this guy. He's got no batting gloves.
Boersman. Big right-hander, plays way in front of home plate, you know, anticipation. And that ball's hitting the air, tailing right.
Yeah,
Nero giving chase. Not going to have a chance. Scoops it, fires it. Cut off by the pitcher, Beckett. That's a solid single out in the right field. It's first and second.
Yeah, he couldn't have placed it out there any better than he did. When off the bat, I think if it would have held its course, Nero would have had a chance at it. But the problem is it just kept slicing and slicing.
Yeah, had a bit of a tail, just like your golf game.
My golf game a lot worse than that. That slice. Oh, man.
All right, nobody out, first and second here. Starting to hear from the visiting dugout. That mystifying 54-mile-an-hour curveball gets a first pitch strike swinging.
You could use a ground ball right at somebody here.
Double play. Gio to Flanagan, over to Bastido. Misses high.
Well, Becky, you're good, buddy. Nothing but strikes. Get us out of this.
Misses on the 2-1. That's going to bring up 3 balls, 1 strike. There's the 3-1. Beckett's got to find the zone here. Let the defense
you don't be
take
walking
care of it.
With a 9-run lead. Sorry, Ryan. But you don't be walking people with a 9-run lead.
And now they're loaded. So walk the first guy, single, and now another walk, and they're loaded for Kramer, number 24, the third baseman. Temperature starting to fall dramatically here at the Priory.
Yeah.
Wind picking up from right to left. It just misses low. Judging by Beckett's body language, he didn't agree with that.
No, he wanted that call. He wanted that call. Home plate umpire not giving an inch out here.
There's a strike call. 15-5, rather. Ground ball hits sharply to second baseman. Fires it over to first to retire the first out of the inning. Fielder's choice, scores a run. Friar's got a few to work with here. It's now 14-6.
Got a 9-run lead.
Nice.
Don't be
Production manager all over the camera angles. I can't wait to watch this one back. I mean, that's garbage.
Oof. Man. Temperature is dropping by the minute here.
Well, I've got his Rocco's Friar sport coat. I might have to don that. And I ain't kidding you.
Maybe I won't go to that varsity game. Maybe I have some heavy jacket in my back of my Mercedes. Let's see if I got something like a little.
Oh, that one's hit out the right field. Nero going back over his head all the way to the fence to the warning track. Fires it into the cutoff man. Oh, hammer. Anybody up? Justin back.
Yep.
But those shots have been they've been pretty they've been barreled. Those last two.
Yeah. It's
Even the ballpark. But absolutely hammered to left. Spookalo skips it up, fires it back.
sure that's where it's going.
Good thing Gall was there to scoop it up, and now they're on the corners with one away. Morgan steps out, make the ball. Infield's still back. First pitch misses for a ball. Scored 9-14, and the Cadets managed to put 4 runs up here.
Somebody here, Ryan.
And Beckett, who had 3 down, is now giving up 4 here. That one hit high in the air to right. Nero makes the catch for out number 2, and that ball was hit a country mile up there.
It was. Because it hung up there forever. And we are now 1 out away from getting out of this.
Strike 1 called. And it's 0-1 with 2 away.
Critical second out there. Felt like it was getting away from us a little here.
That
okay, you're okay.
Hold on. Backstop. No. Runner advances from first to second. The wild pitch.
Everything to first base.
1-1 the count here. Top of the 7th. That ball misses inside. A little chin music, they call that. Brushes the hitter back off the plate. Pitch count starting to mount here for Beckett here on the top of the 7th. 14-9.
He's at 45 right now. I think about 35 have been in this inning.
And strike called there, and now it's full count with 2 outs. Everything you dreamed about then growing up as a kid. Full count, top of the 7th, 2 away. Runner at third base and second base. The offering ground ball to shortstop Gio Rangel, and he fields it, and it pops out of his glove. And a runner scores, and now they remain on the corners on the error. And now it's 14-10. And now a long walk out to the pitcher's mound. Looks like Ed O'Neill's jumping out to right field. Nero's going to rotate into center. And Jimmy Benaktar jogging in. And some...
yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
Benaktar maybe going to the bullpen here. It's the home plate umpire is making his slow walk to break up the meeting at the mound. And the Friars have let the Cadets walk back into this with a 5-run top of 7.
Yeah, you really like to get this guy here so that tying run doesn't come up. Fortunately, we do have 2 outs, so let me out here.
That ball hit in the air.
Trouble.
Oh, no man's land. It's down. O'Neill fields it, throws it in, and that's going to score another one. And now it's 14-11. The tying run is at the plate here, and I can't even believe that I'm saying that. As the tying run comes to the plate for the Cadets. And that looks like Bozeman, if I can remember correctly.
18 is Boersma.
Bo, I think they call him.
Go back and punt now.
That one fouled straight back, and it's 1-1.
There's 6 run uprising here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, unbelievable turn of events here for the Friars. That misses.
Is Jimmy getting ready over there?
It would look like a runaway freight train for the Friars. It's now become a nail biter, and that ball gets a piece of Boersman. and he's aboard. And now the go-ahead run is going to step up to the plate for the Cadets.
Go Friars, you got this. Go back and do it.
Beckett hovering around 50 pitches or so.
I think you'll make a change here.
And they're making a change right now. And the coach is going to go to the pen, and that's going to do it for Beckett. And we'll be back with a dramatic ending of this ball game here at the Priory in just a few minutes.
This break of the action has been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
Well, that's going to do it for Beckett. That's going to bring up Jimmy Benakhtar to the mound, the hard-throwing right-hander, bats lefty. First pitch offering is going to be a foul ball, strike one by Jimmy Benakhtar.
5% on the old iPad here. Is this one? Is that the right one?
Mm-mm. Oh, that one hammered. Oh, yeah! Nice. That line drive smashed out the right field to Rocco Nero. And he caught that one. Is that? No, Rocco's out and right. He makes it. Yeah, made some changes, made a great catch on an absolute smash. And that's going to end this one as the Friars end up victorious in this dramatic conclusion. Friars 14, Cadets 11. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. And it's sure to be a dandy. We'll be back with the totals here. Nah, we're not. We're just checking out. It's freezing cold. We're done. I'll give you the totals right now. Friars managed 14 runs on 17 hits with 4 errors. And we're victorious against Marmion Catholic with 11 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors. Thank you for watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. We'll be back tomorrow in the action at 10:45 a.m. where we take on the Cadets at their ball field out in Aurora, Illinois. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.